here to represent the Go Green Initiative Interns, and we want to thank you for allowing us to speak at this meeting. This past summer, we were tasked with finding energy usage of PUSD buildings through energy benchmarking, which is the practice of measuring a building's energy performance by comparing it to similar buildings. Our goal is not only to help PUSD save money, but also to help PUSD manage their energy consumption to create a more sustainable environment in our city. We have created a report that outlines our findings, and today we will summarize our most important conclusions.
The first step in effectively benchmarking was obtaining a letter of authorization from the school district. This allowed us to access each site's gas and electric meters, which were registered in the Building Benchmarking Portal, or BBP, and provided by PG&E. Once authorized, we were able to define and map each site's BBP meters into the system using the Energy Star Portfolio Manager, or ESPM. Some of these sites had multiple electric and gas meters, and in order to ensure there was no duplication of data, we aggregated each site's meters into one electric and one gas meter. After aggregating each site, we had to obtain further authorization from PG&E to ensure the monthly data for the meters would upload automatically without manual input. This automatic upload will continue even after we hand the accounts back over to the school district. We then analyze the data that we received in order to establish findings and trends across the Pleasanton Unified School District, which we compiled into our report.
Currently, PUSD spends approximately $2.2 million on energy annually to run its buildings. The current district median in terms of energy cost per square foot is LaSalle, which spends $1.56 per square foot for its campus. We believe it is a reasonable goal for all schools in the district to strive to match LaSalle's cost per square foot. If all buildings in the district spend equal to or less than LaSalle's cost per square foot, the new annual spending would sit at around $1.8 million. This results in a savings of over $300,000 annually. Clearly, reducing PUSD's energy usage district-wide has the potential to generate major savings.
We found that all PUSD schools, except Village High School, are eligible for Energy Star certification. Energy Star certification is an award from the EPA that recognizes energy-efficient buildings. An Energy Star certified building saves energy and money and protects the environment by generating fewer greenhouse gases. A building must earn an Energy Star score of at least 75 out of 100 to be eligible for certification, and the higher the number, the better. The certifications get updated annually, so to keep or improve the current score, PUSD must actively monitor and maintain its buildings. We say that all of the schools are eligible because having a qualifying score does not guarantee certification. To apply, PUSD will have to follow the official process, which includes completing the Energy Star Portfolio Manager application, scheduling a site visit from a licensed professional, and uploading a scanned copy of the signed application to the EPA.
With scores above 75, our schools are ranked in the top 25% of schools nationally for energy efficiency. We have also found that 3 of our schools, Hearst, Pleasanton, and Walnut Grove, have perfect Energy Star scores. Though these are impressive finds, there are still vast rooms for improvement in the quality of PUSD buildings. Energy Star scores are based on a curve, which means that Pleasanton schools are currently energy efficient in comparison with other schools in the Energy Star Portfolio Manager. However, that does not mean that PUSD has already achieved maximum efficiency. In order to remain in the top scoring percentile, PUSD will have to continually increase efficiency in the long run across all campuses to remain at the top.
Based on our findings, we have created a timeline of short and long-term goals that will help the school district save money and increase energy efficiency while promoting the objectives outlined in the district's strategic plan. Our first recommendation is to apply for Energy Star certification, which will demonstrate PUSD's commitment to fostering a sustainable learning environment. Dublin Unified has already certified most of its schools, and we hope to see Pleasanton Unified do the same and become a leading school district in the Tri-Valley and in California. Since the district office and village high school are currently not eligible for certification, we encourage the district to conduct an energy audit. This can serve as a baseline for energy use at this site and identify specific areas for improvement. Although the majority of PUSD schools qualify for Energy Star certification, we also recommend that the district continue to strive for sustainability by participating in the Collaborative for High Performance Schools, or CHIPS, a national organization focused on protecting student and staff health while enhancing the learning environment of schools through resource conservation. CHIPS provides resources, quote, that help make schools energy, water, and material efficient, well lit, thermally comfortable, acoustically sound, safe, healthy, and easy to operate, end quote. This aligns with PUSD's mission to, quote, provide students and staff a high-quality physical learning environment, end quote. The school buildings that students spend their days in can significantly affect their health, and applying for both Energy Star certification and CHIPS will create a better and healthier learning environment for students.
Implementing energy management systems, EMS, will increase district control through a centralized system that automates utilities such as thermostats, lighting, and HVAC. According to the Department of Energy, a properly programmed EMS can save 5 to 15% on heating and cooling energy. There are a wide variety of energy management systems available to K-12 schools, and many are specifically designed to work with existing buildings. Using an EMS is a better option than using behavior modification programs that pay consultants and energy educators from the energy savings that the district achieves. With an EMS, the district will ultimately save more money because the cost of an EMS is much lower than the labor cost of consultants engaged in behavior modification programs. Most EMSs have dashboards that engage students and teachers in tracking their energy savings in real time, and it's a great way for students to learn about green technology in the 21st century innovations.
We also recommend that the school district outline site-specific goals. Attempting to implement one overarching district-wide goal would overlook the efficiency opportunities of individual schools. Knowing the specific savings for each school can help the district develop unique targets and goals for each school. For example, if the two schools with highest energy cost per square foot, Amador and Harvest Park, were to reach Alisal's energy cost per square foot, which is a district median, Amador would save approximately $90,000 annually, while Harvest Park would save approximately $28,000 annually. Some of these savings can then be allocated to fund energy management systems, as well as hire a sustainability director, which we will discuss in a moment. PUSD will not need to spend the entirety of its savings on these schools. The leftover savings could be reallocated to the schools to spend as they see fit, which would incentivize schools to participate in energy efficiency actions.
Lastly, increasing student engagement in PUSD's energy efficiency progress will help students become well-informed, productive, and socially responsible citizens. Some potential community outreach tools include social media, news articles, webinars, and posters. Through these strategies, the district will be able to develop strong partnerships with friends, families, and the community at large. Following these recommendations will preserve the fiscal health of the school district while planning for the future.
These short-term recommendations are important steps towards achieving the long-term sustainability goals that we have developed. First, we strongly encourage publicly reporting PUSD's energy usage. This will educate Pleasanton residents on the district's sustainability efforts and show that their taxpayer dollars are being put to good use. By promoting sustainability and energy efficiency, PUSD will serve as a positive example for other districts and foster students who are resilient and resourceful. According to our findings, PUSD would save around $340,000 annually by decreasing energy expenses to the median energy cost per square foot at each of their sites. As we mentioned, PUSD could allocate a portion of those savings to hire a sustainability director. They would coordinate the implementation of an energy and water conservation program, an integrated waste management policy, sustainable food policies, and more. Broadly, a sustainability director will help PUSD comply with the education code and state laws that pertain to environmental policies. The director's responsibilities would include managing the district's green team, securing grants, training staff, and continuing energy audits and benchmarking. Creating a team of highly skilled, dedicated, and passionate employees will ensure the development of energy policies and conservation programs.
Next, we encourage PUSD to partner with the City of Pleasanton on their Climate Action Plan. Energy usage contributes significantly to greenhouse gas emissions. Hence, by increasing energy efficiency in schools, PUSD can help reduce Pleasanton's greenhouse gas emissions. While PUSD is not legally obligated to adhere to the Climate Action Plan, their participation in the sustainability effort would greatly advance the Pleasanton community's environmental and financial well-being for present and future generations. Our final long-term recommendation is 100% dependency on renewable energy sources, which will drastically reduce PUSD's carbon footprint. We recognize that this is an ambitious goal. However, taking steps to achieve it will exemplify the district's dedication to providing a sustainable learning environment for their students that will empower them to move into the world as socially responsible and civically engaged citizens. During our internship, we met with a team responsible for the Amador solar project and learned that the new solar system may supply up to 80% of Amador's electricity needs. This is a fantastic example of the type of audacious projects it will take to help PUSD move to 100% renewable energy.
Improving the energy efficiency of PUSD buildings will advance the mission and vision statements highlighted in the PUSD strategic plan. As expressed in the district's mission statement, PUSD prepares, quote, students to make a better world, end quote. In order for students to accomplish this goal, they must realize the importance of energy conservation and be aware of the district's efforts. Understanding the district's progress will instill a sense of pride in students and encourage them to support PUSD's energy conservation efforts. Positive attitudes towards environmental stewardship will encourage dedication to the community and will inspire students to make a positive change in the world.
Similarly, the PUSD vision statement highlights the idea that, quote, every student will be a resourceful, resilient, responsible, and engaged world citizen, end quote. In continuing energy conservation through benchmarking, PUSD has an opportunity to utilize its built environment as a living laboratory for students to engage in valuable lessons of resilience with the current environmental changes, particularly within the context of the 21st century.
A model of environmentally responsible behavior is especially important for the young Pleasanton students who will live through the effects of climate change. Not only does energy efficiency reduce the district's carbon footprint, but also protects the students' futures by ensuring a safe, healthy environment in which they can thrive as students and active citizens in their communities. By advancing the energy efficiency of PUSD buildings, the school district will model the type of behavior that is essential in empowering all students to, quote, develop character, compassion, civility, and community consciousness, end quote.
Overall, PUSD has a valuable opportunity to set a precedent of environmental stewardship among surrounding districts. PUSD is already a leader among school districts academically, and benchmarking the district's energy use and increasing efficiency will allow PUSD to set an example environmentally as well. These efforts will contribute to the energy savings of the community at large, helping PUSD schools lead the global effort towards a more sustainable future.